So, here's what's making news. Pakistan is all set to welcome another political visitor from a West Asian country. This time, it's the Foreign Minister of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He will arrive in Islamabad today at the head of a delegation for a 3-day visit. During his stay, he will hold meetings with senior government functionaries, including the Foreign Minister, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, and will also call on the Army Chief, General Asim Munir. Reports say the two ministers will review the entire gamut of bilateral relations, which have seen a considerable improvement in the last few years. They'll talk about trade, investment, transportation, and the possibility of free visa regime between Pakistan and the UAE. There is also going to be a ceremonial welcome at the Foreign Ministry and a reception hosted by the Pakistani ambassador. It's quite a long list of events, actually. And these are usually important occasions for the host country. So needless to say, the Pakistani media is going overboard, celebrating the visit. Headlines like Pakistan, UAE ties entering a new era, and stronger ties with UAE will help Pakistan counter India. Scream the newspapers here. Now, we've said this before, and we'll say it again. A free press is the cornerstone of any democracy. But then again, some democracies need a helping hand to strengthen that cornerstone. We're talking about the Maldives today. The Indian Ocean nation is holding a presidential election tomorrow. Ibrahim Mohammed Soli, the incumbent president, he's running for a second term. His challenger is Mohammed Moose, a former president, and this man enjoys the backing of some very powerful friends, namely Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Both these countries have pumped millions of dollars into this election campaign. So tomorrow's verdict will be crucial not just for the Maldives, but for the neighborhood as well. If the Saudis and the UAE manage to swing the election in their favor, it will send a strong message across the region. You see, the Maldives has traditionally enjoyed close ties with India. So, pro-Saudi and UAE government could spell trouble for New Delhi. The prospect of an anti-regime in the Maldives is worrying Indian policy makers. So much so that External Affairs Minister S.J. Shankar has decided to visit Mail tomorrow. Guess what? He's also going to meet the top leaders of both the UAE and Saudi Arabia. There's no official word yet on what the agenda is, but clearly New Delhi is not ruling out any possibilities. Back in Sri Lanka, the economic crisis is bleeding into politics. Yesterday, protesters stormed 2 more government buildings, the Ministry of Education and the Presidential Secretariat. This comes a day after thousands of people demonstrated outside the parliament in Colombo. So, what triggered this latest wave of protests? The economic crisis. 135 Sri Lankan banks have foreign reserves are at their lowest. Debt payments are overdue. People are struggling to get their life-saving medication. So, they're taking to the streets. And how is the government responding? By cutting down on fuel subsidies. Sri Lanka's finance minister has announced fresh hikes in fuel rates. Petrol will now cost 305 Sri Lankan rupees per liter. Diesel will cost 263 rupees per liter. So, ordinary citizens are getting poorer. The political class is getting richer. That's the argument here. Opposition parties are accusing the government of mismanaging the economy. The Rajapaksas are blaming external factors like the pandemic and the war in Ukraine. But the people have had enough. They want both the family and the system to go. Now, it remains to be seen how the government responds to this latest wave of protests. So far, its strategy has been a combination of brute force and empty promises. Clearly, neither is working. In Afghanistan, the Taliban has announced the formation of a new government. It's a 33-member cabinet. Out of these 33 members, 25 are said to be hardliners. They include Sirajuddin. He's the new interior minister. Another name doing the rounds is that of Abdul Salam Hanafi. Apparently, he's been picked for the powerful position of home minister. Hanafi is said to be close to Osama bin Laden's family. Let me repeat that. The new Afghan home minister is said to be close to Osama bin Laden's family. How do you think Kabul's international standing will improve with this one? Anyway, Taliban leader Sirajuddin Haqqani has defended the new appointments. According to him, these men are not hardcore terrorists. They are, quote-unquote, well, that's one way to look at it. Now the international community has been non-committal so far. The United States has called for a broad-based government. Clearly, Washington is not happy with this new cabinet. But then again, the Taliban is not keen on taking advice. It doesn't really matter. What do you think of this new Taliban government? Is it a moderate one or a hardcore terrorist one? Comment below.